How's everybody doing out there? This is the Black Effect, the real Black Effect. I want to go ahead and talk about this. KeKe Palmer and her baby daddy she just took out a restraining order on her baby father. You also had Joe Smith. You saw I did a video on that with Joe Smith and his wife's breaking up, and Lori Harvey and Damson Idris just broke up. She just broke up with, or they broke it off. The relationships today, especially in Hollywood, we know that they're fickle, but it's an example of relationships today, man. Relationships are they're too quick. They microwave. Nobody wants to stick it out. Everybody's in relationships for what they can use another person for, and they not there to contribute. And we've made this dysfunction normal in the culture. We've made it normal to have microwaves relationships and marriages like celebrities. There is no more honoring marriage vows under God for the most part, especially for secular people. So if you know why are you running to the church to go do all of these ceremonies, knowing you don't honor that stuff, knowing that you're gonna leave at the drop of a hat, knowing you basically lying when it said in sickness and health, richer or poorer. These are the marriage vows: sickness and health, richer and poorer. If your man lose his job or something like that, it don't mean that you leave. You understand? And if your man, fall on hard times, that don't mean that you start running out and cheat, committing adultery without even, you could commit adultery without having sex. Do you know that? Read that in the Bible. The Bible tells you that you can commit adultery by even not even you don't even have to have sex with a person because you already did it by in your mind. When you going and having the OnlyFans and stuff like that, and dudes is masturbating to you and lusting out and being able to see the stuff that was only for your husband, you committing a spiritual adultery. You understand? And God is not happy with you, and your husband have the right to step up and say something to you. It doesn't matter how much money a man has. He's still a man. When you make these marriage vows and you vow to be with a man, in KeKe Palmer case, when you laid down, let him penetrate you to and impregnate you, let him penetrate, lay down with him. You first of all, KeKe Palmer approached this guy. From what she was saying, she thought he was fine or something like that. She approached the guy. She got with him. They built up a relationship. She laid down with him and allowed him to ejaculate in her. She carried her baby. You know what I'm saying? She carried his baby. She had his baby. They were a family. And at the end of the day, the thing that broke the straw that broke the camel's back is when KeKe Palmer went out there and pulled the 180 of her character and went out there twerking for Usher and wearing that provocative stuff. Like, that's what triggered the man. Now, let's not forget, and we make so many excuses today where we don't even and we want to try to blame the man for everything. We'll blame him for even having emotions. We want to blame him. We want to excuse all the behaviors of KeKe Palmer for having a hand in ruining her relationship. For people to be feeling insecure, you can have a hand in helping them do that. And if you care about somebody and they might have certain insecurities, why would you feed on them? That makes you a toxic person. See, KeKe, I would love to believe that KeKe Palmer, is a good person or a decent person, because I like her as an actress, and I was riding with her when she was in that movie Nope. And when I first heard about her, getting with this guy, and I was like, KeKe Palmer's a real one. He got him a good one. But see, I don't know now. You show your true colors, and sometimes it take a little bit of time for people to do that, and you have to really, really get to know them. But at the end of the day, look at it like this. Back in the day, you could not just get divorces. You couldn't do that. Not just at the drop of a hat. Sometimes, and a lot of times today, people just getting divorced just because they don't feel the same, off a whim. They end their whole marriage, break up their family. When you used to see families breaking up on sitcoms and on television, that stuff when that stuff was like the most somber episodes you ever saw. That was something like game over, one of those feelings of game over, because and then it had a huge effect on the children. We're making baby mama and baby daddy culture normal, and we need to stop that. We need to stop. We're doing that in the black community, and we need to stop that dysfunction right now. It's happening in America, but especially it's because we get the most dysfunctional of things. When things are going or happening, we get the worst of those things. So there's more dysfunction going on in the black community when it comes to single mother. Like we try to make a whole culture around it. We try to build a culture around single motherhood and baby daddyism, and we treat it like we do anything else that we get that's bad or dysfunctional from society. We try to make it cool. Any outcome that we have, or like I said, or system or belief, that a belief system or way of operating or thinking that is dysfunctional, that sometimes it wasn't even inherited. It wasn't something that we cultivated. It was something that was given to us. We'll take it and try to make it cool in the mass, like in the eyes of the masses. That's what we'll do, even though it's just still dysfunction. No matter how you slice it, it's always cheese, and we need to stop it. Like, look, quit leaving your baby daddy at the first sign of trouble. Like, and I'm not talking about dudes who doing the extreme. Come on now. We not talking about that. The dude, KeKe Palmer baby daddy, didn't do the extreme when he got exposed to her in social media and told her how he was feeling. He could have told her privately. Yeah, that probably, he could have did that, but he didn't. But that wasn't the extreme break the camel back. Him throwing, and I'm trying to listen to the allegations of KeKe Palmer now. What's worth getting rid of your marriage? The dude who caught his wife doing the OnlyFans, Joe Smith, he didn't just divorce his wife up and divorce her. He tried to talk to her. She getting on social media. You know what I'm saying? He tried to talk to his wife. He didn't just want to leave her. He honoring his marriage vows, even though this guy married a ex-porn star. The dude, the Lori, Harvey, and Damson, like, we knew that was going to end. She's going from dude to dude to dude. This is a woman who didn't slept with a son. Who was with a son, then was with his father. Like, this woman is definitely for the streets, bro. She out of there. She got a different mentality. Not a mentality for you to be trying to wife her up or even take, like, when you get her, you gotta, like, and I don't care if her name is Lori Harvey or if her name was Queen Elizabeth. When you get her, that type of woman, she's just for recreational use, man, and you treat it accordingly. You shouldn't even be, like, Lori Harvey ain't even no hot commodity anymore, bro. She just ran through. That's just how guys look at it. I'm sorry. But, and especially if you're in the industry. But now, what I'm saying, though, is with KeKe Palmer, with those, just using that situation as an example. Back in the day, people would have encouraged KeKe Palmer to go get back with her baby daddy. That's exactly what they would have did. And if I'm listening to the allegations or even what she says happened, that type, like, back in the day, like, dudes was actually beating their wives. Like, they would slap them, or as for discipline, they would do that. Look at I Love Lucy type stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Men would treat their women like children, like they had to discipline them. Some men. Now, but you could do that. And if a man was to find that out, like the brother or the father, they wouldn't just automatically go do nothing to that man, or automatically, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't do that. Not automatically, no. They would be finding out what you did. They would be finding out if he was justified. What they would be finding out was in what level of force that he used. It don't matter what she did. If a dude beat her within an inch of his life, they'd probably go over there and kill him. They'd probably hang that dude or something. The family would do that. The men in the family would go take him out. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Believe it. But if it wasn't a hanging offense, no pun intended, they definitely wouldn't encourage her to leave her marriage. That's not what they would do. They would not encourage that. The women wouldn't encourage it. The men would encourage it. Because throwing your phone, that's not y'all young, man. Like, the man's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing, KeKe? And obviously you not perfect. You not the best of women. You don't even have no discernment. I thought you had discernment as a sister, like as a woman. Thought you had the gift of discernment, KeKe. I thought you had wisdom. Thought you were smart. But I guess not. You don't have discernment to understand where men are at. You can't discern the time. You can't discern what's right and what's wrong. You can't discern, and I'm talking about in God's eyes. You can't even discern the situation, the way the things look. You got a problem. Like, you really actually, and I'm not trying to be funny. Like, other women would consider you to be lame, KeKe. Like, let's just be real. Like a Lotto or Ice Spice or something, or a Nikki, they consider you to be lame. So you are a lame female. You shouldn't. Why are you out here trying to act like, you Madam X, or you should be busting it loose for Usher or something like you should have more discernment that was gonna aggravate the boyfriend that you had. And I mean, at this point, he was more than your boyfriend. Y'all basically were married. Y'all living together. You got the baby. That's all that's needed in requirement. If y'all, the vows that y'all made to each other, you ain't got to get married under no contract law. What's wrong with y'all? But this just brings me to the question that I would have to ask. I know that's a no for Lori Harvey. I know that it was a no for a lot of these women, but I want to ask, like, do you ever really even love these men? Like I said, I know it's a no for a lot of women, because y'all baby daddies ain't shit. Y'all got with this dude because you knew he wasn't shit, and you really don't function on a high level as well. So you didn't really want to, be with a righteous man. You knew that early, and you established that early. So okay, so we can forego that. I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about the women who out here and still can prayer bond, so, still have the actual gifts of a woman. And I'm talking to KeKe Palmer. Did you ever really love that guy that you got with? Or your baby daddy? Was that baby consummated out of love, or what? Was this a oops baby? Because did you not plan on, like, listening to this guy? It don't matter how much money he got. You have to forego that. And men can jump zero. Anyone can jump 0 to 60, 0 to 100. It's all on God. God gives riches. He takes it away. Look at how, just look at your life. Look at your parents. You get it. You have it the bag one day. You might not have it the next. But being rich is deeper than money. True riches are the things that God gives you that you can't buy, or that you can't, that never fade. Like the stuff you buy, shoes, all that stuff, it goes away. It's material. So I just want to know, do y'all this type of stuff is in the air? Break up. This is like a culture of give your body. People don't care who they give their body to. I know a lot of you guys don't, but women are doing the same thing. Like you get married, a lot of like secular women and women just in the regular sector of life get married, having baby daddies and popping out of marriage, and then got another baby girl, then you break up with that guy, the next, then 10 years down the line, you got another baby. Like, come on. Do you love these men? Like, you got to think about that. But there is no discernment anymore. True love's leaving the earth. I already did videos on that. People want to be too selfish, especially a lot of these women. Like, you want to be selfish in the dating realm. Quit talking about something. Man, I need a dude to be providing and bringing you out. This is 2023. The economy, is tanking. Ain't no wages going up. Dudes don't need you to fund their life, but you need to be doing something and contributing. What's the problem? Are you lazy or what? That's just how it is, man. But you know, men are getting more skeptical about investing in these women long term. Because you know, eventually, bro, 10, you don't even have to be 10 years, 5 years down the line, you finna get burned. You finna get took to the cleaners. So look, man, be smart, bro. Like be smart, man. We really gotta and make sure you know this is the time if it ever was that you have to exercise discipline and discernment and self-control, man, because getting with some of these women quickly, it's all off of lust, and that's basically what you get with them, just off strictly off the lust and not getting to know that woman. That's to your detriment, man. You know, that's how we fall off. So stop doing that. Don't get in, invest nothing into them, you know, unless they showing you they reciprocating, man. You know, it's certain talking points, certain things a woman could tell you. You don't even want to hear it. Like you know who she with. You know what team she playing for. Get out of there. Don't get manipulated. You know what I'm saying? None of that. Because breakups and divorce, all this stuff is in the culture right now. You know, there is no shame in you know for women being slowers and going around and sleeping with everything and trying to hop in our relationships, trying to make it, living my best life, doing things for me, talking like that, and women get was dudes would just automatically get them out of there. Like, nope, man, you out of the dating market. They wouldn't get them pregnant. See, women are using like KeKe, she using men for babies and stuff like that. And then when she don't want to be listen to the man, she out of there like inconvenient. And that's what a lot of women look at KeKe and women like that and be like, ah, yes, girl, you go, you didn't got him. Cause that's what you know, you get the D from the dude, get the sex, get the baby, and then able to get him, you know, to try to run him or get him out of there when you feel like it. Nah, it ain't working like that. We done with that. Stop giving these women babies. Stop getting these women pregnant. Stop busting out in these women. Y'all niggas do the most, man. Stop eating women coochies that you don't know, who don't, you know, ain't your lady. Stop doing, not giving women all of your attention and money and resources who not committing to you. Stop doing all of that. Y'all the ones who called this. You simps. You simps. You simps. So women just feel like y'all niggas is disposable. They don't like y'all. You know what I'm saying? But there are, you could have got the woman who with for you, but you still out here trying to, you know, chasing after your lust, man. No matter, you 50 years old, still ain't got control yet. So look, man, that's why it is what it is. Breakups in the era, divorces in the era. With that being said, it's your man, the real Black Effect. I'm gone.